And welcome back, everybody, to the Shenandoah Federal Shootout as you take a look at the captains getting ready for tonight's game. That is Marion Green for Hedgesville, Jason Miller for Hedgesville, talking with Marion Green for Martinsburg. Kevin, let's set the stage as to how we got here in this tournament. It started out last night with Musselman.
Well, they're big schools and they're small schools. Last night we featured two big schools, Jefferson taking on Hanley. Tonight, two more big schools in the tournament, Hedgesville, Martinsburg. The winner of tonight's game goes on to meet Jefferson in the finals. Of course, in the small schools, Musselman, a big winner against Martinsburg Christian Academy, 69-59 in that first game. And they'll meet Clark County, who beat St. James tonight. So it'll be Clark County Musselman on Saturday. We're waiting for the winner of this to see who Jefferson gets to play.
Of course, Joe Dolman had 13 points for Clark County tonight, but that game was actually a lot closer than it looked with St. James, and that should be a good one between Musselman and Clark County.
There's no question about it. Musselman's got a fine program and a team that's just starting to get its act together. A lot of kids coming off a football field and finally getting their shooting form down. And the same can be said of Clark County. What we're going to see tonight are two fine basketball teams out on this floor between Hedgesville and Martinsburg with two very different teams. Hedgesville is going to put everything up in sight. Martinsburg is going to try to work it inside and take advantage of their height.
Martinsburg has traditionally been the power in the Eastern Panhandle, and Coach Dave Rogers says people expect us to be that good every season.
Well, Martinsburg has had a great tradition here, and you got to give a lot of credit to Dave Rogers. He's been here a long time. Actually, this is his 17th season. He's won over 300 games as a head coach, something not many coaches can claim. And I think the fact that he's been there so long has a lot to do with the tradition that's been built up of the Martinsburg program.
As Kevin mentioned, Dave Rogers' record, you got to look at it right now. We are going to go to Judy Schultz, who is the public address announcer. She is announcing some of the substitute players for these two teams.
For the Bulldogs, number 21, Gary Schultz. For the Eagles, number 30, Brad McDonald. For the Bulldogs, number 24, Pat Michael. For the Eagles, number 52, Ryan Silver. For the Bulldogs, number 21, Barry Mullins. For the Eagles, we have Chris Meyer. For the Bulldogs, we have Corey Grantham. And for the Eagles, also injured Scott Miller. And for the Bulldogs, number 35, Rich Sutherland, and number 23, Kevin Hall. And now for our starters. Starting at guard, a 5'9" senior. For the Eagles, number 10, Jason Miller. Starting at guard, Mark Bulldogs, a junior, 5'10", number 13, Hip Allen. Starting at guard, a 6-foot senior. The Eagles, number 32, Jason Rockwell. Starting at guard, Bulldogs, a 5'10" senior, number 22, Josh Baker. Starting at center for the Eagles, a senior at 6'3", number 42, J.R. Holiday. For the Bulldogs, starting at center, a senior at 6'8", number 33, Tal Thompson. Starting at forward for the Eagles, a senior at 6 feet tall, number 22, Brad Fry. Starting forward for the Bulldogs, a senior 6 feet 3 inches, number 30, Antonio Adams. Starting at forward for the Eagles, a 6-foot senior, number 24, Matt Wood. Starting at forward for the Bulldogs, a 6'1" senior, number 24, Martin Lee.
Okay, we are minutes away now from the tip-off, and Kevin, Martinsburg's biggest problem this year, they have talent, but just a little bit of inexperience.
Coach Rogers was talking about that before the game. I'm not sure if it's just inexperience, maybe lacking just a little bit of leadership, but I think these are things that will come as the season goes on, Jamie. They've only played one game, that of course a loss to Fort Hill, but I think as the season wears on, Dave Rogers' team will have some leaders emerge, and they'll gain experience as they go.
Dave Rogers is a good coach, but he's also a tough coach. He had his kids out there for 3 hours and 45 minutes, and that was a practice last Monday. So he's working them hard, trying to see who's going to step forward.
And we'll find out in the next few minutes here. Certainly no love lost between these two teams.
Not at all, but they do respect each other, and we are in for a good game. Again, your starters for Hedgesville: Jason Rockwell, Jason Miller, Brad Fry, Matt Wood, and J.R. Holiday, who is about to jump tip right now with Tal Thompson, the 6-foot center for Martinsburg. He will be joined with Antonio Adams, Marion Green, Kip Chalice, and Scott Hager. The tip is controlled by Martinsburg. Marion Green with the ball quickly. A steal right away by Brad Fry.
Well, already we see Hedgesville's quickness paying off as they come up with the early steal.
That is Jason Rockwell. Hedgesville will look to launch some long shots. As there you see one right now. The shot is missed by Matt Wood. Scuffle underneath. Good job by Jason Miller.
Just a great athlete, Jason Miller. One of the smallest guys out on the floor. Able to come up with the rebound there, and he's going to go to the charity stripe early in the game.
Jason Miller, the quarterback for Hedgesville. He is no stranger to pressure.
When they list Jason, I've seen him listed at 5'11". He's probably more like 5'9", 5'10".
Might be stretching it at 5'11" as he sinks the first one. Hedgesville on the board, 1-0. Second one is Aaron Antonio Adams, rips down the rebound, and here come the Bulldogs. This is Kip Chalice. He will toss to Antonio Adams, who gets trapped inside, steal by Miller. We have a 2-on-2 break. Miller all the way. Just got caught too far into the basket. Hedgesville's or Martinsburg's ball.
I don't know about that call or lack thereof. I think there should have been a foul call on Jason Miller.
Inbound pass by Marion Green. That's Chalice back to Green. And we have a travel right away to see Hedgesville's full court pressure working.
Charles Scott and his club not wasting any time coming out with the full court pressure. The question will be, can they keep it going the whole game? They don't have a lot of depth, the Eagles.
Tal Thompson with a nice defensive play gives it off to Chalice. Chalice looking to slow things down a little. As we said, Martinsburg wants to pound it inside, just as they do right there, too, by Marion Green.
So Martinsburg's going to try to do all night, work it inside. Hedgesville's biggest man only goes about 6'3".
Martinsburg up by 1 as we see a three-point lofted, but missed by Brad Fry. Rebound to Martinsburg. Now Martinsburg lays off their full court pressure. Martinsburg again looking to pound it inside. That is Chalice. Antonio Adams has the ball now. He will loft it from 18. Long, an air ball, in fact, off the hands of Martinsburg. Scott Hager, Hedgesville's ball. Both teams a little tentative early on, as to be expected.
Saw it last night with Jefferson and Hamley. Both teams came out a little cold. A lot of it's nerves. It's a pretty big facility to be flying in for these kids.
That is Jason Rockwell. He has been the leading scorer thus far for Hedgesville. He is a player to keep your eyes on. As in Jason Miller with a drive and the blocking foul on Scott Hager.
Oh, you talked about Rockwell. You really do have to keep your eyes on him. He scored 49 points in the first 2 games this season. And of course, Jason Miller is going to be all over the court tonight.
Okay, inbounds right away. That will be a shot by J.R. Holiday. No good. Foul on Holiday.
Can't afford to get J.R. Holiday in early foul trouble. He's the center on this Hedgesville team. He goes 6'2", and he's got his work cut out for him going against Tal Thompson, but they really can't afford to lose him for any extended period of time, Jamie.
You are right. He is the biggest man on Hedgesville, a team that is already outsized by Martinsburg. Scott Hager inbound to the big guy. Shoot from Marion Green. He already has 4 points in the ball game. Quickly, there's a steal by Green, and they will bring it back the other way. An errant pass by Hedgesville's Jason Rockwell. Chalice up to Adams, who will walk it through the baseline. Sink it, but that will not count.
Good call there.
Little bit of a walking foul. You hear a good crowd on hand here.
Yeah, this is the best crowd in the 2 nights. We certainly had a good crowd for Thursday night, the night after Christmas last night, but an excellent crowd tonight here at the Rack.
Score still 4-1 Martinsburg. That is Holiday. He will go inside, pass picked up by Scott Hager. Here comes the one-on-one break. He will give back to Tal Thompson. Over to Shallis. Shallis wants a three. No good. Rebound inside by Green. Loose ball. Here comes Jason Rockwell. He is a player and he misses the layup. Good hands inside by Scott Hager from Martinsburg. Wow, some fast-paced action there.
No question about it. Rockwell may have tried to get a little too cute on that layup. Of course, as we said earlier, both teams a little over anxious in the early going. Some sloppy basketballs. Jason Miller makes the steal.
Bad pass by Shallis. Look at that move inside the foul, and Jason Rockwell will go to the line for the Eagles.
You really like to see that in a Jason Rockwell. The guy misses a layup, he comes back no more than 30 seconds later, next possession, he goes straight back to the basket. It's the kind of aggressive play that Hedgesville needs tonight to really overcome what was a pretty big size disadvantage out on the court.
This Hedgesville ball club is experienced. They returned 4 starters from last year, although Timmy Cobb went down with an injury. He will be out until February, but they are attacking the hoop, and right now Martinsburg is a team that is looking for some people to step forward and play aggressive ball. Rockwell sinks both free throws. It is 4-3.
Great full court pressure. How many teams do you see have their center in full court pressure, Jamie? You don't see that very often.
They will use all 5 players, as Coach Scott told us earlier, and Antonio Adams was fouled on that play as he brought it across half court. This will be Marion Green inbounding right in front of our table. He'll give to Shallis.
Marion Green, as Dave Rogers told us, one of the big surprises for Martinsburg. Of course, they've only played 1 game, but just Marion's plays going in the game. And Marion right there with another bucket. He now has all 6 Martinsburg points. And he's been a big surprise for Dave Rogers early on this season.
6-3 Bulldogs as we see another missed 3 by Hedgesville's Brad Fry. Rebound inside by Halliday. Won't go. What a great play.
J.R. Holliday's got to work for his points. See him banging inside there. He's given up 5 inches to Tal Thompson. But Holliday's a workhorse.
Hedgesville is yet to nail a 3-pointer, Kevin. And we were told before the ball game that if they miss their 3-pointers, they will lose, as the first shot by Halliday is good.
Well, they may come up on the short end, but I think anytime you're throwing up as many 3-pointers as they are, you need to get a lot of those loose ball rebounds. And guys like Miller and Rockwell are going to have to come up with those, even at the guard position. And that's just a matter of hustle.
Halliday sinks both. Your score 6-5 as Hedgesville back to the full court pressure. Nearly picked up, and the ball by Marion Green is tipped out of bounds by Jason Rockwell. So far, that press working, and it's taking Martinsburg out of their rhythm.
It really is, and Martinsburg just needs to be patient when they're faced with that.
Martinsburg, a young team. They will learn this. Nice pass to Adams inside. Another missed layup. We've had several. Marion Green with a nice play, and he will bring the ball all the way upside to Scott Hager. Beautiful pass by Martinsburg. That's Marion Green in the paint, missing another shot. Look at J.R. Halliday rip down that ball. Here comes Rockwell. Try to go baseline, and he is blocked. Scott Hager disagrees.
That's a tough call. It's pretty good defense by Scott Hager right there. He thought he had position, but apparently didn't quite get there in time. We have seen a lot of banging, a lot of contact here in the opening 4 minutes and 13 seconds.
That is a non-shooting foul. Jason Miller to inbounds for Hedgesville. 6-5, 3:47 left in the first quarter of play. You're at the rack on the Shepherd College Gymnasium. That is Rockwell, long pass, skip pass, and another missed shot by Hedgesville's Brad Fry. He is struggling early. Marion Green with a rebound up ahead to Kip Shallis.
They've got to make some of those outside shots, Jamie, to open things up.
Shallis doing a nice job running the tempo in the half-court offense. Skip pass to Marion, to Antonio Adams, who goes high, baseline, misses, and a big rebound. Look at the long pass to Rockwell, who is all alone, and he is fouled as he goes to the layup.
Great pass that time.
I do not have a number 23 on our roster for Martinsburg. So So number 23 is sort of a mystery man to us at this point.
Rockwell will get a lot of his points at the free throw line, mainly as a result of his ability to drive it to the hole and draw the foul.
That puts Hedgesville in the lead 7-6, and they will have the ball inbounds. Missed shot by Brad Fry, ball out of bounds, Martinsburg's possession.
No conscience on the part of Hedgesville whatsoever. If you're a shooter, you gotta love playing for the Hedgesville Eagles. Charles Scott lets these guys put it up.
Kip Shallis to number 23. We will find out his name momentarily. Long pass to Adams, all alone underneath. And he walks.
Well, Antonio Adams just a little too excited there. He had the shot, but a little ahead of himself on travel with the basketball.
He has been alone for some of those skip passes. Nice pass underneath. But the ball in and out of the hands of Robert Browning for Hedgesville.
That's a great look from Rockwell that time. We got to hold on to that ball for Hedgesville.
Browning just came into the game, probably a little bit cold from sitting on the bench. Another full court press, and that leads to open men right there like Tal Thompson. Had Adams all alone, but he didn't see him. This is Adams now who will go strong, and again, too hard. Gets his own rebound, battles up and in for Antonio Adams.
You can see Antonio Adams' athletic ability. He's just got to get his body under control a little bit, able to come up with 2 points there.
Browning inside, air ball, rebound Tal Thompson. Hedgesville yet to score from the outside. Number 23 is Kevin Crawford. We apologize for not having that for you. That was Kip Shallis going hard to the ground as he was fouled.
I like to see, or certainly if you're Martinsburg, you'd like to see Kip Shallis going to the hole that hard, because what that's going to do, Jamie, is it's going to force Hedgesville to respect that move inside, and if Callis can dish the pass off inside to a guy like Thompson, it can be an effective play all night for the Bulldogs.
Shallis hits the first one from the line to make the score 9-7 Martinsburg. Just over 2 minutes left in the first quarter, and he nails the second one. 10-7 Martinsburg. That's Adams for the steal, and he is fouled from behind by Jason Miller. These are not soft fouls either, Kevin. Players are
not at all.
Floor hard.
We used to say out on the playground, no blood, no foul. I wonder if these guys are playing into those set of rules.
Kip Shallis to Tal Thompson. Turnaround jumper off the back of the rim. Look at the tip by Green, no good. But Antonio Adams is finding his touch inside. Adams with 4 points.
He's getting himself under control, and he's certainly getting good position.
Another miss, that one by Miller. Here comes Kip Shallis. Steal from behind by J.R. Halliday. Matt Wood came up with the ball. This is Jason Rockwell. Nice play by Halliday to tip the ball loose. 3 is up, and again, no good. And we have a foul inside.
It's an excellent call, Jamie. They're going to call Jason Miller for the foul. What Miller did that time was he leaned over and drew the Martinsburg defender over his back. And you won't see many officials make that call, but it was an excellent call.
Marion Green is going to take a minute to check out his back. He was shaken up as he hit the floor hard. When you're an athlete in the air, Kevin, you hate to have your legs cut up from underneath you.
That's what Jason Miller did, the football tactic.
Green definitely shaken up. He will be taken out of the game. Richie Sutherland will check in for the Bulldogs.
Jason Miller's going to get a rest. Charles Scott will have a word with him about that last play.
Kevin Crawford inbounds to Kip Shallis. Minute and a half left first quarter, 12-7. Martinsburg on top of Hedgesville. Shallis looks. That's Kevin Crawford. Lofts it from the baseline. No good, foul inside. And we'll have to see who this one's on. He's going to go against Martinsburg. Antonio Adams with the elbow. first foul on Adams.
Now, number 30, Antonio Adams is first.
Some very, very aggressive play here in the first quarter, Jamie. I mean, I knew both teams would be excited to be playing at the rack, being in the tournament, and certainly having the opportunity to play against one another. But I really didn't even expect this. I mean, these teams are going at it.
These two schools only about 5 miles apart geographically, and they really battle. This is Jason Rockwell, who sunk the first one at the line. They are now in the bonus. Jason Rockwell is a perfect 6 from 6 for the line, and that has kept Hedgesville in the ball game. 12-9. Pass, Tal Thompson, and he goes down hard. A vicious foul by Jason Rockwell as he bumped him hard, and Thompson is visibly hurt.
Tal Thompson showing that he's an athlete that time going to the hole, and he's down. What a loss this would be for Dave Rogers' club if Tal Thompson can't be okay. We just hope he's all right.
Thompson clearly the leader.
He's down hard, he's holding his back.
Almost looks like he came down on his tailbone, and that is awfully painful for Tal Thompson. We just hope he is all right. He will be going to the foul line if he does not have to come onto the ball game.
You see too many 6'7" guys going to the hole like that. And Dave Rogers really upset, Jamie. Really upset that possibly some of the Hedgesville guys are maybe a tad over aggressive here in the opening quarter.
Hedgesville has come into the gym tonight ice cold from the outside, Kevin. They have not hit a shot from the floor. All their points, all 9 of them have come from the free throw line, 6 by Rockwell. And that is the difference. That is why they are down by 3 points at this point in the ballgame.
We've got to make the outside shots, and it came right out of the horse's mouth. Charles Scott, prior to the game, telling us, hey, if we can't make the outside shot, if we can't hit the three-pointer, we're not going to win. But I'll give Charles Scott credit, Jamie. We asked him before the game as to why they go to the three-pointers so frequently, and it's simple. That's their bread and butter. They have the kids who can make that, and it fits in with the personnel they have. A lot of coaches would be stubborn and would go to a different system, even though talent would dictate otherwise.
You really have to coach to your personnel. He's got the players that can stroke it from outside, although they're not showing that right now, but they have in their 2 previous wins. They beat Highland View 73-56. They also took on the Vikings out of Purcellville, Virginia, Loudoun Valley. They won 76-44. So both of their ball games have been by 17 points. Their wins have been by over 17 points. They have been cruising so far.
Certainly have. Tal Thompson able to get up, and he gets a nice hand from the crowd here. And the Martinsburg faithful better hope that he can stay in the game. He's really the big difference, I think, in this game with his size. He's 6'7". There's no one on Hedgesville who can compete with that kind of height.
He has had some big rebounds tonight. We'll wait and see who they replace him with on the floor, but he will not have the height of Thompson. That means guys like Marion Green and Antonio Adams will have to pick up the slack inside. Off the bench, they're going to bring Richie Sutherland to fill his void, I believe.
Talked a little bit about Marion Green earlier. He's back in here too. He has done a fine job. Well, he's going to be coming in a few minutes. 6 points already tonight.
Scott Hager at the line. He is joined by Kevin Crawford. And I'll set the lineups for you. Also Antonio Adams, Richie Sutherland, Kip Shallis, and Marion Green on the floor for Martinsburg. For Hedgesville, Jason Rockwell. Also, we have Matt Wood, as I try to familiarize myself with some of the players. First time I've seen them this year. Brad Fry and Robert Browning for Hedgesville. One of the free throws is good by Brad Fry. Actually, both of us. The score is 14-9 as Hedgesville inbounds. Foul inside by Martinsburg.
That's pretty good basketball on the part of the Eagles, Jamie. They worked it around that time. There's certainly nothing wrong with Charles Scott's team's philosophy of throwing up the three-pointers, as so long as you're working to have a good open shot. So far, we haven't seen that. This particular time, we did.
That foul on Richie Sutherland, that was his first foul at the line. J.R. Halliday, who's already made 2 from there tonight. Make it 3. 14-10, the Bulldogs lead. 1 minute left in the first quarter of action here from the rack on the campus of Shepherd College. This is the Shenandoah Federal Shootout. Both are good by Holiday. Brings the score to 14-11 Martinsburg. Kevin Crawford passes and is not handled by Richie Sutherland. Ball will go back to Hedgesville.
Pretty impressed, Jamie. You didn't flinch there. I did. I was going to take one square in the face.
That was coming at us pretty fast. That is Brad Fry. And the
Good
shot
ball
by
movement.
Halliday.
Can't get that shot to fall.
About 10 feet from the baseline, in and out, but some nice work to pick up the loose ball by Fry.
Those are the kind of rebounds the Eagles need. Brad Fry just hustling, getting the loose ball.
That is Fry again on the weak side. That is Halliday. Ball goes out of bounds, off Halliday, Martinsburg's ball.
Great hustle by Antonio Adams, coming back on the weak side and helping out defensively and forcing the turnover. See if the Bulldogs play for the final shot. Just 30 seconds left in the quarter.
This is Shaughnessy has gone the entire first quarter for Martinsburg. Drives into the paint, dishes to Kevin Crawford. Now Adams who will pop from the key. Top of the key, and he nails it. Adams has his stroke down, 6 points in the ball game, 16-11. Jason Rockwell, and the ball was kicked by Kevin Crawford, so Hedgesville will keep it.
Jason Rockwell a little out of control that time, just 12 seconds left. You'd think maybe it would be a little wiser to play for the final shot here.
Brad Fry inbounds, and he has the ball now to Halliday, who drive right side, working on Green, and
great move. First field goal of the night for the Eagles. And it's just a 3-point game now.
16-13. Halliday really starting to take control inside for the Eagles, and the ball turned over by Martinsburg. 3-point shot lofted by Matt Wood. He nails it. We are tied at 16.
Tremendous shot that time by the Eagles. Matt Wood able to stick the three, and they finally get their first 2 field goals of the quarter, and they couldn't have come at a better time.
We have completed 1 quarter of action here from the rack at Shepherd College, Hedgesville, and Martinsburg tied at 16. Stay with us.
For the past 18 years, Shenandoah Federal and its employees have promoted area youth and have worked for the betterment of education in our community, from kindergarten to elementary school, from high school to college. And once again, Shenandoah Federal stands behind our pledge to support the future of education. That's why we proudly sponsor the Shenandoah Federal Holiday Shootout, showcasing the basketball talents from 8 area high schools. Come out to Shepherd College December 26th, 27th, and 28th and cheer on your home team. Sponsored by Shenandoah Federal Savings Bank, FDIC insured.
The Tri-State Business Network would like to wish you and yours a safe and happy holiday.
It's a greeting card of the year. From the Fox 60 family at Broadcast Barn to you and your family and friends, happy holidays and best wishes for 1992. Signed the WYVN News Department, Sylvia Thomas, Spencer Adkins, and Susan Christensen.
And welcome back to the rack. Hedgesville ball to start the second quarter. We are tied at 16. A great game so far.
Really has been, Jamie. And how about Hedgesville able to stay in it despite not making a field goal to the last minute of the first quarter?
Aggressive defense by Martinsburg. They are all over the ball. Inside pass, Rockwell, the point guard, going into the paint, working hard, and he traveled.
How can you not travel under that kind of defensive pressure?
Coach Rogers does not look like he has a problem with players playing aggressive at this point because they were all over the ball. We're going to take a TV timeout here from the rack. We are still tied at 16. This is the Shenandoah Federal Shootout.
In the market for a home, don't miss the Valley Showcase of Homes, Sunday, 12:30 p.m. right here on WYVN. From the comfort of your own living room, you can view the finest homes available in the tri-state area. When you see a home you like, it's a simple matter to contact a participating realtor and arrange a tour. Or if you would like to have your home included in the Valley Showcase of Homes, call CP Productions at 301-663-0648. The Valley Showcase of Homes, where the finest homes in the Valley are seen every Sunday at 12:30 p.m. on WYVN Fox 60.
Save at Massey's calendar year closeout sale.
APR, PMI, points, escrows, confused? Shenandoah Federal will help end the confusion in planning your first home purchase. And we offer a special savings plan to help make that purchase possible. Home Saver Plus. Come in today and let our home loan officer show you how. With the help of the Home Saver Plus savings plan, you can fulfill your dream of owning your own home. Home Saver Plus, a home savings plan that pays you our regular savings rate, plus up to an extra 3% cash bonus toward the purchase of your new home. Shenandoah Federal, helping you achieve the American dream with Home Saver Plus. You can do it, and we can help.
I'm here with John Lowry, who was the winning coach last night in Jefferson's great victory here. John, what do you think of the game tonight? These are both two future opponents of yours. What do you think of the game so far?
Well, it's the kind of intensity you expect between inter-county rivals. Martinsburg's playing real hard. I know they were disappointed in their opening game. They're a little bit of a disadvantage now with their big man out with an injury. But, both teams are playing really very intense.
Okay, how do you think that you'll fare against them? Or do you going to never any trade secrets yet?
Well, I don't really like to project those kind of things, but I think we'll play hard and it'll be an interesting game.
Okay, thanks a lot. John Lowry, the winning coach from Jefferson High School. This is Norvell Willis with Fox 60.
Okay, thank you very much, Norvell Willis. We are back to action in the second quarter. Chalice and Adams playing catch on the right side, foul inside as J.R. Halliday gets a little bit too aggressive.
We hear the comments of John Lowry, the head coach at Jefferson. And what a job he does with the athletic programs. They're not only the basketball team, but also a nationally ranked baseball program. And of course, the Cougars will be in action against the winner of tonight's game tomorrow night. You can catch it here on Fox 60.
Yes, you can. And Coach Lowry, that baseball team won the state championship last year as they beat Logan and Brooke down in the state championships. He won his 500th career victory, and guess who it came against? Hedgesville last year. First shot from the line, good by Richie Sutherland.
A lot of substituting by the Bulldogs here, Jamie, and I think one of the advantages they're going to have going into the second half is perhaps their players will be a little more rested.
You just may be right. Foul knocked away from Sutherland, but a nice job by Marion Green to track it down. You got to look at Corey Grantham, who is now in the game for Martinsburg. He passes to Adams, who again knocks down the J from the baseline. Adams with 8-point steal, and Grantham runs it down in the corner.
The Grantham's an excellent athletic family in the Martinsburg area. Brother Kirk will be along the way next season.
Crawford baseline off the front of the rim, rebound, Grantham up and in.
Corey Grantham, a senior, he led the Bulldogs with 16 points. Their opening game lost a week ago to Fort Hill. He's the guy they need to get some scoring from off the bench tonight.
You see the score, 21-16, Martinsburg. Steal inside from Adams. And after the TV timeout, it has been all Martinsburg. Crawford's shot is too strong, and we have a charging foul on Crawford. A good play to take the charge by Matt Wood. Two fouls on Crawford now. Jason Rockwell, 6 points in the ball game. He has the ball right now. They have Ockham from the foul. And look at the steal by Grantham. Wow. Caught him napping. He'll take a three. Will miss, but look at Green right there with a rebound. Martinsburg battling underneath. And we have a foul on the play against Hedgesville.
Great play by Corey Grantham. He picked Jason Rockwell's pocket. But then he put up a shot that I really don't think was well advised.
Can you believe that steal? What hands? Rockwell didn't know what hit him.
He really did. I think Jason Rockwell got a little careless that time, bringing the ball up the court, and Corey Grantham took advantage of it.
See, J.R. Halliday shook up his hand on that play. Looks like he's going to need some attention there on the sidelines. It's nice to see Tal Thompson back in the game. He will be going to the free throw line for Martinsburg.
It is good to see Tal Thompson back into the game. Talked about how Martinsburg can't afford to lose him tonight, but certainly Hedgesville can't afford to lose J.R. Halliday. And he looks pretty shaken up there on the sideline. Maybe his wrist. And already a substitute will be on the way in.
You may recall he hurt his back a little bit earlier in the game, so Halliday taking all the beating down there inside in the paint for Hedgesville.
Ryan Kilmer's going to step in now to take his place.
First action for Kilmer.
Ryan's a 6'3" senior for the Eagles.
So they're not losing any height with Kilmer, but they certainly are losing the experience of Holiday. Tal Thompson at the line, misses the first one, gets his own rebound. Nice pass inside, stolen by Hedgesville. Here comes Fry. Again, Grantham all over the ball. Rockwell wants it, passes off. Shot lofted by Wood, stolen by Martinsburg. That is Green. Martinsburg defense has held Hedgesville scoreless for the last 5 minutes of action. It is 21-16, the Bulldogs. They have picked it up a notch since Grantham came in the game, Kevin.
Really have. Thompson.
This is the turnaround. How about Green inside on the boards?
Marion Green really doing a good job at the big forward position for the Bulldogs. And a good timeout by Charles Scott. His club trails by 7.
8 points for Green so far. Martinsburg has erupted. They have reeled off 6 straight points to start the second quarter.
What they're doing defensively, the Bulldogs, is they're shutting down the passing lanes for the Hedgesville Eagles. Hedgesville Eagles not only have a man in their face, but they can't even make good passes on the offensive end.
Take a look at Coach Scott drilling his Hedgesville players on what he wants to do.
And I think what he's probably telling them, Jamie, is to be a little more patient offensively and wait for something to open up back door. Martinsburg is so aggressive defensively, there has to be something open for Hedgesville if they'll just make a few extra passes.
Both teams have come to play tonight, but it is Martinsburg with all of the momentum right now. 5 minutes to play second quarter. We are in the rack on the campus of Shepherd College. This is the second game of the large school bracket. Last night Jefferson handled handily quite easily, and they will take on the winner of this ball game for the AAA championship. That game tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. It will be carried tape delay at 10:30 here on WYVN Fox 60. This is Rockwell working on Grantham. Hedgesville passes it inside, blocked by Tal Thompson as he was working on Brian Kilmer.
I think Charles Scott has to be pretty happy with that offensive series. They worked the ball around, and Kilmer able to get it inside, and he gets fouled by Thompson.
Good job by Kilmer as he just came into the ball game for J.R. Halliday. Halliday went out with a, looks like he's holding his left wrist over there on the sideline. He is definitely shaken up. We do not know if he will return, but a good job by Coach Scott to get the ball right away to Kilmer and get him involved with the game. Kilmer at the line.
Hedgesville has actually been real good from the line tonight. In fact, all of their points up until the last minute of the first quarter did come from the foul line.
We have a lane violation against Hedgesville long before the shot was even taken.
Matt Wood crossing the lane, and that's a no-no.
Give the ball to the Bulldogs. Grantham working on breaking the press and almost stolen away by Kilmer. That is why you don't dribble through a press. Tal Thompson from the baseline. No good. Rebound by Rockwell. He's on a 1-on-3, but he won't pull up. He'll go all the way. Hard off the backboard. Look at the rebound there by Kilmer. Shot was missed. Now here comes Green the other way. Bounce pass. Adams. Misses the layup. Rockwell with a rebound.
Both teams are out of control right now. They've got to slow it down. Antonio Adams right there certainly had the layup, tried to get a little too cute with the finger roll at the right hand, and he couldn't get it to drop. The bottom line is get the 2 points. The other end, we saw Jason Rockwell out of control. He had a 1-on-3. He didn't slow it down.
Rockwell was fouled as he pulled the ball down on the miss by Adams, but you have to credit Adams for hustling up the floor, and he almost had that layup.
I wonder sometimes, Jamie, a big tournament, some people would say, well, it's only December. How much does it really mean? But you have 2 rivals playing here at the Shepherd College campus in the rack, and I think the excitement of this game is maybe causing them to come out of their game plan just a little bit.
Rockwell, his first miss from the free throw line. Ball knocked out of bounds. It will go over to the Bulldogs. And Antonio Adams checked out of the ball game. Grantham back in.
Full court pressure again from the Eagles. See how Martinsburg does breaking the press and do a good job.
Sutherland with the ball, gives it to Thompson. Martinsburg has tended to try and dribble through that press, though, and that's when they've gotten trouble. Ball tipped away and stolen by Fry for Hedgesville, and from behind, the foul by Kip Shallis.
Great idea that time from Kip. Certainly had the right idea, just a little out of control again.
See if I can set the lineup for the Bulldogs. We have Kip Shallis, Marion Green, Corey Grantham. Also in the ball game for the Bulldogs, Richie Sutherland. And Fry at the line for Hedgesville. First shot missed. They've now missed 2 in a row from the line. This is Corey Grantham. Score 23-16, Martinsburg. Grantham skip pass just inside the three-point line. Shot missed by Shallis, but Grantham there to haul down the loose ball. Another long pass. Shallis wants it again, and this time he's got it, and they're calling it a three-pointer. Rockwell with a pass. Wood with a shot, no good. Rebound, Fry.
Great rebound by Fry.
And another missed layup. These two teams are making the tough shots and missing the easy ones. Grantham wants a three. He felt it. It was a good thing he did as he buried it. 5 points for Grantham. Hedgesville wants a timeout with a score 29-16. It's been all Martinsburg. Hedgesville yet to score in the second quarter.
It's funny, Jamie. Hedgesville came into this game with the philosophy that they had to make the three-point shot. They've only made one tonight. Martinsburg turns right around here in the second quarter. They stick 2 threes in a row, and Hedgesville with a wise timeout. They now trail by 13.
Antonio Adams is having a great ball game for Martinsburg. He's missed a few layups, but he has 8 points, and he is hauling down some big rebounds.
Well, he is getting a lot of rebounds. He could probably have about 16 or 20 points already. A little bit out of control early in the game, but as you say, Jamie, he's played well. He's got 8 points, and he's getting it done.
We expected it to be a tough ball game. We did not expect Martinsburg to have a 13-point lead at this juncture.
No, but the way Hedgesville is capable of shooting the ball, Jamie, they can get right back in this game with a couple of three-pointers.
We knew Martinsburg would be all over the three-point line trying to stop those long shots by Hedgesville, and it's working so far.
Well, not only that, but Hedgesville hasn't gotten any easy baskets, Jamie. They haven't been able to work the fast break effectively. Jason Rockwell's had a lot of opportunities, just haven't been able to get the shots to fall.
3 minutes left in the first half of action, 29-16, the Bulldogs lead. Again, an intense man-to-man defense, and look at the kick by Kip Shallis. Should be a goalie.
You gotta like his hustle. He's all over the court. Limited athletic ability, but he certainly gets the most out of what he has.
Rockwell has not been able to put up any shots at all tonight. Another mishap by Hedgesville. Here comes Shallis and the Bulldogs. Green passes to Shallis. Wants the three-point shot short. Rebound inside. A nice play. The ball will not foul for Sutherland, though.
Again, it's Martinsburg launching the three-pointers. That time, Shallis can't get the shot to fall. With some great hustle underneath. And that'll send the Bulldogs to the line once again. Richie Sutherland.
J.R. Holliday checks into the ball game in place of Brian Kilmer, who just had that foul. Sutherland at the line for 2 shots.
It's a nice luxury to have in this game if you're the Bulldogs, Jamie. You can bring Richie Sutherland off the bench. He's only a sophomore, but at 6'4", again, that height advantage that the Bulldogs have.
Sutherland makes 1 of 2. 30-16, Martinsburg leads. Intense defense on Rockwell. They will not let him shoot. Often 2 players come on him when he wants to loft one. Look at the drive there, though. Nice play by Wood for the layup.
It's kind of backdoor play I've been talking about all night. That's what the Eagles need to do. Work it to the weak side defensively on Martinsburg to get a shot. See Tal Thompson at the other end sticking the toe.
There is that height ability. He's got 4 inches on the nearest or tallest player for Hedgesville. Wood again inside, misses the layup. Blocked Holiday can't get it to fall. Thompson with a big rebound.
They're not calling anything out there, Jamie. It's a jungle underneath. They got to start calling some fouls, or this game's going to get out of control.
Thompson can't hang on, saves it back to Chalice, and that's Green. Corey Grantham is a fast player, but he's blocked there by Wood, who disagrees with the call.
If basketball wasn't a contact sport before tonight, it is now, folks. There is some hacking going on out there.
And the fans seem to be loving every minute of it. About 700 people on hand at the rack tonight, and they are making plenty of noise. Grantham takes his 5 points to the line. Misses the first. 32-18, Bulldogs by 14. 1:44 left, second quarter. Grantham misses both, and that hurts. Look at Tal Thompson with that height advantage. He shoots but misses and is fouled. He will go to the line for 2.
Good work there from Thompson. Couldn't get the shot to go, but he'll get to go to the line again.
If you're going to miss 2 free throws like Grantham did, you at least want your team to get the rebound, and Tal Thompson did just that.
You really got to respect him. He went down pretty hard there in the first quarter, Jamie. I didn't expect to see him back in the game tonight. He's right back in here playing.
J.R. Halliday, Robert Browning, Matt Wood, Brad Fry, and Jason Rockwell are on the floor right now for Hedgesville. This is Tal Thompson. He makes both free throws. Thompson now with 4 points on the ball game. Pass inside, Halliday, turnaround, no good. Rebound picked up by Corey Grantham. Minute and a half left, second quarter. Chalice inside, and Tal Thompson fouled by Halliday.
And you got to feel for J.R. Halliday. He doesn't get much help out there, but really an undersized Hedgesville team, and he's doing everything he can to match up with Thompson. He's giving away 5 inches.
You may have heard that Holiday now has 3 fouls, and that has to hurt the Eagles, especially as we head towards the second half of play. Thompson misses from the line. Shot blocked by Thompson on Wood. Here comes Antonio Adams, showtime. Misses another layup. Rockwell with the ball. Play is kind of out of control right now, and foul on Grantham.
Surprised Dave Rogers hasn't had a word with Antonio yet. That's his 3rd miss on a layup tonight. And like you said, he's a great athlete. He's making things happen, but he's got to get those shots to fall.
Don't be surprised if you're Coach Scott if you see J.R. Holiday come out of the ballgame. There's only 1 minute left in the second quarter, and he has 3 fouls. He cannot afford to pick up another one.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised he's still in there, Jamie.
This is Brad Fry at the line, trying to bring Hedgesville closer. 1-1, he sinks the front end. 34-19, Martinsburg up by 15 points. Hedgesville has only scored 3 points in the second quarter, as both shots are good by Fry. Good hands by Hedgesville's Robert Browning as he picks up the steal.
That wasn't a very good pass that time for Corey Grantham. Got a little out of control.
Here comes Grantham. He's got it all alone, left side, the layup. No good. Rebound. Marion Green fights for it. Grantham gets it. Another miss. And we have a foul inside. And it's going to go against Hedgesville. Jason Rockwell.
Seemingly everything going the Bulldogs' way at this point, Jamie. 14-point lead with 42 seconds to go in the half. And Dave Riders has to be real pleased with the way his team performed during the second quarter.
That foul could have gone either way. 2 players went up for a loose ball. Rockwell came in a little bit more aggressively and gets called for the foul. Tal Thompson at the line. He's missed his last 4 attempts. Another miss by Thompson.
Good hustle, good rebound by Holiday.
30 seconds left in the first half of action here at the rack. Hedgesville and Martinsburg Green with a steal. Thompson has it now. Holiday inside for the easy layup. Holiday now has...
All my years of watching basketball, I don't think I've ever seen a half where two teams went all out and played this aggressively. I mean, I use the term out of control for lack of a better expression. These teams are going at it hard. It's like a football game out here.
You are right. Chris Krause in the game for Hedgesville. Nice steal by Robert Browning. And if you like this action, wait until the second half. Foul by Kevin Crawford of Martinsburg. That may have been a makeup foul.
Maybe, but I should also preface my remarks about the teams being out of control by also saying that the players been rather sloppy here in the first half, Jamie. I think both coaches need to sit their teams down at halftime and get them under control.
Crawford now has 3 fouls for Martinsburg, and he has been in most of this second quarter. J.R. Holiday still in the game, and if he picks up his 4th foul with just 7 seconds left in the second quarter, Coach Scott will be second-guessing himself.
Well, you saw that exchange 35 seconds ago. Holiday wasn't playing like a guy with 3 fouls. He was playing like a guy who, on his last 30 seconds of high school basketball.
You're right. When you're down by 10, you have to play that way. Martinsburg 34-24. Spry hits both ends. Number 1 and 1. 3-point shot as time runs out in the second quarter. No good by Grantham.
What a first half.
Don't go anywhere. I know we won't be. We're going to take a timeout right now. We'll be back to recap the first half of action. Our score in the Shenandoah Federal Shootout, Martinsburg 34, Hedgesville 24.
On Saturday.
Grantham up and down, and
well, they did.
For printing needs, see Winchester Printers. This winter, you'll stay a lot warmer when you call AmeriGas. And to beat the unquenchable thirst, try Royal Crown Cola.
And welcome back to the rack. We hope you'll stay with us for the second half because this should be a good one. Martinsburg up by a dozen, 36-24, but Hedgesville showing signs of a comeback.
Well, the Eagles have.
Antonio Adams misses the shot. Rebound ripped down by Wood. Strong rebound. Here comes Hedgesville. They are not content to sit back. Holiday with a great play.
Hedgesville finally able to get a bucket and a big one, and they needed that. Holiday will go to the line, try to make it a 3-point play.
We thought that Hedgesville might try to sit back a little bit in the second half and control the tempo of the game, but they come out running.
Well, they did, and what a luxury to have Holiday, the 6'2" center who can run the floor like that.
The lead will be down to single digits if Holiday can hit this free throw. And he does. Rebound, Tal Thompson. Also getting the start for Martinsburg in the second half is Scott Hager. He has the ball. He didn't see much action in the first half after starting. Grantham up and down, and that one wasn't even hard to see.
Good call that time.
This is Jason Rockwell. He has been taken out of his game tonight, Kevin. He has 3 fouls, and that is Holiday. Acrobatic shot, no good. And he gets the ball back. Holiday again misses. Rebound, Thompson. And Thompson traveled.
Boy, I don't know about that call, Jamie. He certainly traveled, but he may have been fouled prior to the travel. They didn't call it.
Hedgesville has done a good job getting second shots, but they're not fouled.
And the turnaround that time as Brad Fry gets it to go. And a steal by Jason Miller. Miller back in the game. He, of course, playing with 3 fouls, as is J.R. Holiday and Jason Rockwell.
Rockwell only with 6 points in the game, and the shot is up and good by Wood.
And a timeout and a wise one called by Dave Rogers.
36-30. Suddenly, the Eagles are only down by 6. What are they doing differently?
Well, I think they're getting better shots, Jamie, and I think if you're Hedgesville, you'd like to think it's because they're passing the ball a little bit better, but I think on the other hand, Dave Rogers is telling his team, hey, we've got to get the defensive intensity that we had in the second quarter back if we want to keep our lead here.
This is the way the game has gone as you take a look at the Hedgesville huddle. Really, a lot of runs in this game. The big one has been for Martinsburg. That's why they lead, but Hedgesville on one of their own.
Well, you had to think at some point, Jamie, Hedgesville would go on a run of their own, particularly because their shooting was so poor in the first half. It was bound to pick up, and we're seeing it picking up here in the second half. Hedgesville, folks, if you joined us, they didn't make a field goal until under 1 minute left in the first quarter.
And the game was tied at 16 after 1, but Martinsburg run blew it open. But now, look what happens. Second half starts, boom, Hedgesville right back at you. This one has a long way to go. 6:17 in the third quarter remaining, 36-30 Martinsburg. Grantham may be that player that Martinsburg needed to step forward.
Well, he certainly did that in the first game against Fort Hill when he had 16 points.
Great steal by Fry, and then he's fouled by Scott Hager. Hager had trouble handling the ball, and it was picked up by Hedgesville, and then the foul. So Hedgesville, everything is going their way. Rockwell yet to hit from the field. Everything has come from the free throw line. This is Wood missing. Rebound Miller. How about the point guard going high and scoring? He is a tough ball player.
Yeah, he's just a great athlete out there.
Miller,
kid who's 5'9", 5'10", shouldn't be allowed to make a rebound like that, and he does it.
Miller has 3 points, and there's a 3 for Corey Grantham. That's his second trifecta of the night. 39-32 Martinsburg, and that'll slow down the Eagles a little bit. You have to like the crowd here at the gymnasium, which has grown to almost 1,000. Holiday blocked by Thompson. Look at the outreach to arms of Thompson. Rockwell pass is knocked out of bounds by Adams.
We're seeing a much more patient Hedgesville Eagle ball club here in the second half, Jamie.
And it has worked for them as they are only down by 7. Miller will inbound to Rockwell. Another steal and a traveling violation against Antonio Adams.
Jason Miller got a little sloppy that time with the pass inside to Holiday. Unfortunately for Hedgesville, they get the ball back.
Hedgesville is trying to work the ball inside, and for the most part it's worked, but Tal Thompson was there to block one shot, tip away another pass. He steps out of the game, so here's a chance for Hedgesville to really pound the ball inside. Let's see how they react to Thompson being out of the ball game. Long shot by Wood, no good. Over the back foul will go against,
good
that's Holiday.
Holiday, but that's going to be his fourth.
One more foul for Holiday and he's out of the game.
And Charles Scott's going to keep him in. He really doesn't have a choice, Jamie. Holiday seems to be the spark plug tonight for the Eagles, despite being in foul trouble.
Skip pass up ahead to a player who is wide open, and for the score, that is Kip Chalice. Chalice now has 7 points on the ball game. The score 41-32 Martinsburg. Miller wants a 3 short. Rebound to Martinsburg. Inside Sutherland. Oh, yes, in the paint. Nice shot. Sutherland with 4 points. Hedgesville wants a timeout. Another run by Martinsburg. They lead by 11, 43-32.
Very good timeout on the part of the Eagles there. 7-point run by the Bulldogs. And I think it all goes back to defense. Jamie Martinsburg, after their timeout, picked up the defensive intensity, paid off on the offensive end, and now they've got a good-sized lead back at 9 points, 43-32.
Tal Thompson really the major reason for that with the block shot and the tip away of that pass.
He's a player, Jamie. He's 6'7", but he's got pretty good hands, and maybe a guy that can make a college coach happy over the next few years.
Hedgesville said that if they did not hit the threes tonight, they would lose. Kevin, they have one 3-point shot that went in tonight.
They've got to make the threes and the long twos. They have to make that outside shot. They haven't been able to do it so far. Even when they came out here strong in the second half, Jamie, they were primarily shots made inside of 10 feet. We haven't seen them outside of 15 sticking the jumpers.
For Martinsburg, take a look at their lineup. Sutherland, Corey, Grantham, Marion Green, Kip Shallis, and Antonio Adams on the floor. For Hedgesville, Jason Miller, Jason Rockwell, J.R. Halliday, joined by... Who else is out there for them? Oh, okay, Brad Fry and Matt Wood on the floor. So those are the lineups right now for those two schools. Miller steps in, doesn't have any room, and he'll go out to Rockwell. Now Miller has room. 4-3, no good. Wood high for the rebound, but Shallis with good hands steals it. Marion Green has it.
I can't believe they didn't call anything on someone on that play.
It's nice to see both teams sending their guards in and pounding the board. Shallis wants the shot short. Miller with a rebound, another one of those guards. Hedgesville will slow things down as they had momentarily a break, but Wood couldn't handle the ball. Halliday all alone. He likes that spot on the floor, but misses. Green is fouled on the rebound by Matt Wood.
Hey, going back, talking about what you just mentioned a minute ago, Jamie. Really, with Hedgesville and Martinsburg to some degree, they have no choice but to get their guards involved on the defensive boards.
Hedgesville would be going with a 3-guard offense if Timmy Cobb was playing. You see Antonio Adams misses the shot off the back of the iron. Cobb hurt his thumb in football season. 2 by Green.
Coming out strong in the second half for 4 points.
As I was saying, Timmy Cobb hurt his thumb and he will be out till late February. He was being counted on to start in a 3-guard rotation for Hedgesville, so injuries hurt them before they even got onto the floor.
There's a 3. Brad Fry sticking it from downtown.
Second 3-point shot by Hedgesville tonight, 45-35, Martinsburg, and we have a traveling violation. There's your score from the Shenandoah Federal Shootout Tournament here at Shepherd College. The winner of this game takes on Jefferson, a 63-43 winner over Hanley last night. Tomorrow night in the AA game, Musselman will take on Clark County for the championship. Musselman looking to win it 2 years in a row. Halliday, yes.
Got to get some offense out of J.R. Halliday here. I know it's tough. He's got 4 fouls, but look at him hustling.
Saves the ball to Grantham, though. He starts the break. Will take it all the way himself. No foul, no basket. As the foul was on Rockwell, and that could be his 4th.
It's on Rockwell. That's his 4th foul. It is. He now has 4. Miller, of course, has 3, and Halliday with 4. And those are their 3 big scorers.
Martinsburg up by 8, and they have the ball. Pass to Sutherland. He'll take it from the top of the free throw line and miss. Strong rebound by Hedgesville's Robert Browning, who has just checked into the ball game. Halliday pounding inside. We have a charge as Sutherland took the foul. And that could be it for J.R. Halliday.
Didn't even make it to the 4th quarter. That's tough. It's really going to be tough on the Eagles.
Holiday stepping in, bumping the Martinsburg player. He is out, and for the duration, it will be Brian Kilmer trying to handle the load at center for Hedgesville. That has to hurt. Jump shot by Antonio Adams. He is a smooth-looking player.
Good ball player, Jamie.
10 points for Adams, his first of the second half. Kick ball by Hedgesville.
It really doesn't change Hedgesville's strategy much without J.R. Holiday in the game, except that they absolutely have to make the outside shot now.
They missed that outside shot badly, as that was Kilmer off the glass.
I know that's not the way Brian Kilmer wanted to start his second half.
Brad Fry picking up the foul. Kilmer is a senior, so he has experience, and he will need that coming down the stretch. 1:12 left, third quarter, 47-37. Hedgesville just can't seem to get it close against Martinsburg. Marion Green inside Sutherland, misses the layup. The tip in by Adams.
Great pass from Green, and then a great follow and a tip in by Antonio Adams that time. Good basketball.
Adams has been all over the boards as he went high for that tip. Ball knocked loose by Grantham. Brad Fry had trouble hanging on as he went up for the shot. Rockwell, the Miller on the baseline, he passes up the shot. That shot is missed by Hedgesville's Robert Browning. Here comes Martinsburg. Grantham loves to fly to the hoop, a little bit out of control, can't get it to fall. And we have a foul against Hedgesville's, looks like Brian Kilmer. And it is.
Kilmer's well rested in there, but the rest of these Hedgesville players have been out there virtually the whole game, and it's got to wear on them at this point.
49-37, the Bulldogs over the Cougars. Kip Challis drives, is tripped. The shot won't go. The foul on Jason Miller. Challis a little bit shaken up as he hit the deck hard.
It's a good move by Challis, though. He's got the horses that Martinsburg has inside, the Marion Greens and the Antonio Adams, and he's got a point guard who can take it to the hole. It's going to make those bigger players that much better if he can get them the basketball.
My mistake, the foul was not on Miller. It was on Brian Kilmer, who picks up his third and second on this trip down the floor alone. Challis on the line is there in the bonus now. He makes the first end of the 1-and-1.
The Eagles are going to have to dig deep here, Jamie. They're down by 13, and they don't want to let this one slip away from them.
Challis has 9 points. The lead is 51-37 for Martinsburg. Rockwell looking for help. He finds it. This shot blocked by Adams as Browning went for it, and he was fouled.
Well, not only is Hedgesville going to have to convert in terms of field goals and their three-pointers, but they're going to have to do it from the line when they get fouled.
Browning will go to the line for 2 shots. Hedgesville has done a good job controlling the tempo as Browning sinks it, but they just can't get over the hump and make this a 5-point ball game. Browning doesn't get the bounce. Look at the tip by there by Kilmer.
Kilmer
will not
doing
go.
a good job. Couldn't get it to fall, but I like the hustle and the aggressiveness inside. I know Charles Scott wants to see that out of the 6'3" senior going in for J.R. Holiday.
He drew the foul on Marion Green. He has 3 fouls now for Martinsburg, and Kilmer will go to the line. Kilmer made 2 trips to the free throw line in the first half and missed both of those shots, and now they're going to call it an inbounds as Hedgesville is not in the bonus yet. Jump shot by Rockwell is well off mark. Look at Adams diving on the floor to save it, and here is Kip Challis. Green wants a 3 as the third quarter ends. It will not sink. So as we head to the fourth quarter of action, Martinsburg has opened up a 13-point lead, 51-38. Stay with us for fourth quarter action.
Your first home purchase, and we offer
supporting the local high schools, and that was the whole concept behind the tournament, was to support the high schools here in our local area.
Okay, and you have 8, and whose idea was it to have go with the big school and the small school idea?
Well, the idea was to include all the schools in the area in the Eastern Panhandle. Muslin being a small school, we had to include them.
Okay, and you're supporting them financially?
Yes, we are. They're getting all the gate proceeds.
Okay, thanks a lot, Phil. Now we're going to take it back over to Jamie.
Okay, thank you, Norval Willis, and thank you, Philip Porterfield, and thank you, Shenandoah Federal, for getting these two fine teams together as Brad Fine misses the three. Going to foul inside. If that goes against Brian Kilmer, that's his fourth.
And he has picked up 3 quick ones here. What's amazing about this game, Jamie, is you have all these players in foul trouble, and yet as someone watching this game, I feel like there should have been more fouls called.
There absolutely should have been, because this has been a physical brand of ball, but you like to see the referees allow that type of a ball game. Kilmer, though, with 4 fouls, he picks up another one. Hedgesville has no big man inside to play against Tal Thompson. Grantham at the line sinks the 1-1.
But really, when you look at this game, Jamie, the reason Hedgesville's down by 14 isn't because of a lack of inside play. It's because they just haven't been able to make the outside shot, which is their bread and butter.
You're right. Grantham hits double figures with 10 points. Look at Fry all alone in the block by Tal Thompson. Check that out, folks. Holy cow. Great play by Tal Thompson.
Sure, Richie Sutherland that time came back. That was Richie Sutherland doing a great job hustling back on defense for the Bulldogs.
You're right, Richie Sutherland. And where did that come from? He got up high for that one. College scouts have to like that type of play.
Terrific play by Sutherland.
Wow. Great action, as there was an apparent easy layup for Brad Fry, but think again. Here's Miller on the drive. Blocked and fouled inside. Is it going to go against Grantham, or is it going to go against Sutherland? We'll find out.
You'd have to think really, really hard, Jamie, to find one Hedgesville basket this game that has been a gimme. It has just been an easy breakaway layup or wide open shot. There have not been many.
Foul against Sutherland. He now has 2. Miller at the line for 2 shots, misses the first. Players thought it was a 1-1, but he had 2 shots as Miller was fouled in the act of shooting. Miller with just 3 points, so that's been a key. They have held the backcourt of Hedgesville to only...
Jason missed a lot of time in the first half. He had 3 fouls, but he really hasn't had a shot tonight.
Only 11 points for the Hedgesville backcourt. Sutherland with a shot won't go. Adams up high for the rebound. He'll go up. Can't get the roll. The tip in. Good by Sutherland.
Richie Sutherland, 6 points here in the second half, and he's also contributed on the defensive end.
A 3. No good by Fry. Foul, no surprise there. Sutherland gets it.
Jamie, you see Hedgesville short on a lot of their shots, and that's a sign of a tired team. Usually it means that the legs are going. When the legs go, tendency is for the shots to come up short. And we've really seen that from Hedgesville tonight. They just lack the depth that Martinsburg has.
When you see a defensive team foul on a rebound, it's because they're not blocking out the way they should be, finding a body, getting yourself between the player and the basket, and then they have to chase it, try and go over people's backs, and that comes up with fouls like right there. So Hedgesville with a second chance. Miller in among the big guys, puts it up and in. Nice pump fake on Tal Thompson. Full court press by the Eagles, but it's broken nicely by Martinsburg. They will slow things down. Good job by the experience of Corey Grantham. It's crunch time now. 6 minutes, 40 seconds left in the game.
Good steal by Rockwell.
Rockwell up and no good. He went with the wrong hand, but the tip is good by Rockwell.
Great job.
Rockwell should have gone to the left hand from that side of the basket. He had the wrong spin against the backboard. And Martinsburg wants a timeout.
And a good one, Jamie. A very good timeout. Hedgesville getting a little momentum.
We will take a break now from the rack on the campus of the Shepherd College. The score 55-43 in favor of Martinsburg. Stay with us down the stretch.
Club in the northern.
The Cougars are down, or the Bulldogs, let me get my names right here.
Last night, Jamie.
55-43, that's right. The Cougars await the winner of this game. Miller drives, he's been taking it strong to the hoop. Foul by Price, he got a little aggressive going to the hoop for the rebound.
Well, we have a lot of Cougars sitting behind us, so we've been hearing them all night. That's why we got confused.
Absolutely, Kev. Thanks for covering for me. I need a lot of help there.
You do.
Fast-paced game. It may not be pretty out there, Kevin. They may not be making all their shots, but these two teams are playing aggressive, and the fans have to like that brand of basketball.
The fans like it, but I think it's an official's nightmare. I think Norvell Willis, our colleague, is glad that he's not a Eastern Panhandle official down there tonight refereeing this basketball game.
Really, if they had called any more fouls than they had been, we wouldn't have any players on that court right now.
You're right.
This is Tal Thompson.
You'd be shooting up.
I'm ready to go. I could go out there and miss a few shots. Thompson nails the front end of the 1-and-1. Thompson looking for his 8th point of the night, and he will not get it. He has 7. Look at Green there for the rebound. Won't go. Thompson in there mixing things up, and Hedgesville comes out with the ball. Brad Fry. Miller is alone for 3. No good. And knocked out of bounds by Martinsburg's Tal Thompson.
That would have been a big 3. It would have cut the Bulldog lead to 10, but it just wouldn't go. And that's been the story all night for the Eagles. Dead cold from the outside.
Rockwell to Miller. Another 3.
And like I said earlier, Jamie, all these shots are short. It's got to tell you something. I think they're getting tired in the legs.
Their legs are tired, Kevin. You're exactly right. Kip Shallis breaks the press. Grantham is alone. Check that Kevin Crawford to Grantham now. Martinsburg going into 4 corners of sorts here. They have no hurries at all. Grantham wants a 3. Maybe he should have waited a while. Rebound by Thompson. They've got a fresh shot clock. Again, Martinsburg in no hurry. They lead by 13. Thrown away by Martinsburg. Hedgesville tipped it. And I don't think they caught it, Kevin. Looked like the ball was tipped by the Eagles.
Well, they are in no hurry. And that time, Kip Shallis got a little too anxious.
Again, Miller finding his spot on the floor. Won't take it. Another shot short by Hedgesville. That was Browning. Another shot missed. Finally, Martinsburg gets the ball. Kevin Crawford with a nice rebound.
We're looking at a tired basketball team out on the floor now, and Hedgesville just can't seem to find the range.
We're under 5 minutes to play from the rack. Martinsburg looking to move to the championship game. They lead by 13 over Hedgesville, 56-43. Steal all alone, Jason Miller. This should be 2. 56-45, an 11-point lead.
Look, we've got the basketball.
Little one-on-one. These teams need a break. You probably school me, Kevin. Maybe it's not a good idea.
I don't know about that.
You have the quickness on you. Eagles take a timeout to regroup and see what they have to do to try and win this thing down by 11.
If they could make any of these 3-point shots, we'd have a ball game here. I mean, 2 or 3 3-pointers, and it's a 5 or a 2-point ball game. But Hedgesville has been cold tonight, Jamie, and Charles Scott said it best prior to the game. He said, if we can't make the outside shot, we don't have a chance. We don't have a prayer. So far, that's been the story. They're trailing by 11.
Judging by my stat sheet, and I could be off by 10 or 20 either way, I have Hedgesville only making 2 all game.
That's what I have.
You copied off my sheet.
No.
So that's the bottom line right there. You don't make your threes, and if your offense is centered around that, you're just not going to win. Martinsburg could be gaining the experience they so badly need to take them through the rest of the year. And it should be a great matchup tomorrow night.
Hey, you know,
Go ahead, Kevin. I'm sorry.
Well, we talked about why Hedgesville's had a difficult time from the outside. A lot of you just have to give credit to Martinsburg's defense. They've had a hand in the face of any Hedgesville shooter all night long.
Good point is Corey Grantham gets set to take a pair from the line. Hedgesville has not had an open man really on the perimeter all night long. There's always been a Hedgesville man with his hand in the Eagles' face. Tough to shoot like that. Corey Grantham has 2 3-pointers tonight for Martinsburg. He has 10 points already. Make it 11. I really think Corey Grantham is going to be a key this year for Martinsburg. He didn't start tonight, but he is a quick player, and he's a senior with a lot of experience. He has had a great game.
What a luxury when you can bring a kid off the bench who can score double figures for you, as he has in both games this season.
Browning, nice reverse layup miss, and Jason Miller.
What an athlete. What an athlete that kid is.
Miller has 7 points on the game. Foul, and that could be it for Jason Rockwell if it was on him, but I think it might be Miller.
Now, call number 34, Robert Browning.
Or Browning.
It's going to be on Browning, and that's a big break for the Eagles, because Miller has 3 and Rockwell has 4. Talking about Jason Miller, though. He may not be the best basketball player out on the court, but I don't think he's a finer athlete out there.
I think you're right. Grantham finally misses from the line after hitting 5 straight. This is Rockwell. He needs to start looking to score right now. How about it, Jason? Oh, yeah, off the glass.
Did he call that? Did he call it off the glass?
It doesn't count if you don't call it. In horse, anyway.
Suddenly an 8-point game.
This one's not over yet. And a travel on Martinsburg Green, so Hedgesville has the ball, looking to cut it to a 6-point game. Don't turn out the lights yet.
This is the way this game has gone all night. Seesaw battle, where Hedgesville's been able to get it within 6 or 8, but then Martinsburg always comes back and goes on a run. We'll see if that's the case here.
No more open shots for Rockwell. He's being guarded close, but Brad Fry puts it in. 58-52. It's only half a dozen is the lead for Martinsburg. Full court press by Hedgesville. Antonio Thompson with the ball. Shot by Grantham, no good. Rebound. And a foul inside. It looks like it may go against Hedgesville.
I think it's going to be on 22, Brad Fry, coming over the back there.
You're right, on Fry. He has 3 fouls tonight. That'll send Tal Thompson to the line for a big free throw.
Every free throw attempt is going to be crucial from here on out.
He's only 3 for 9 on the night. Make it 3 for 10. That has hurt Martinsburg. Antonio Adams with a shot. And the over-the-back foul on Thompson. Hold the fort.
And the Hedgesville Eagles are suddenly alive, and they've got their fans behind them. 3:26 left. This is going to be a dogfight to the end.
You think Tal Thompson might take a few free throws in practice tomorrow? He's 30% tonight, 3 for 10.
Let's put it this way, Jamie. If Martinsburg had a 3-hour and 45-minute practice on Monday after an opening season loss, I wouldn't want to be in the Bulldogs gymnasium this Monday if they lose tonight.
They had a 13-point lead here in the 4th quarter, but what happened? Here comes Hedgesville.
I think Martinsburg's defensive intensity slowed down, allowed Hedgesville to get back in. And credit Hedgesville, Jamie. The same kids have been on the floor all night. They lose J.R. Holiday. These kids are tired, and they're digging deep and getting it done.
What a night of basketball on Fox 60. We are your sports leader. Tonight, a great game between West Virginia and Boston College, and could you ask for a better one between Hedgesville and Martinsburg?
That's right, Jamie. We're really pleased to bring the 4-state area local high school basketball action. Of course, last night, Jefferson and Hanley tonight. The Eagles of Hedgesville and the Martinsburg Bulldogs, and tomorrow night, the winner of this game gets to take on the Cougars.
Happy holidays. Check out all the games on TV. You have to love it. At the line, Jason Rockwell. Tonight, he has made 6 attempts. He's made 6 shots out of 7 from the line.
Hasn't had his shot working from the field too well tonight, but has done a good job at the line.
Looking to cut the lead right now to 5. The crowd will tell you.
Big rebound by Fry.
And it falls. Robert Browning. 58-54 Martinsburg. 3:13 left in the half. Left in the game. Martinsburg will slow it down. Here is Corey Grantham. Martinsburg must get a good shot right now and stop the run that Hedgesville has been on. Kick ball by Rockwell.
Incredible. J.R. Holiday out of the game, 5 fouls. Rockwell playing with 4, Miller playing with 3, but they're getting it done. They trail by 4.
Thrown away by Grantham, and this is what Coach Rogers was talking about, inexperience.
They had a 13-point lead just a few minutes ago, Jamie. And the inexperience is showing. They couldn't slow it down. Very impatient.
Shot Sutherland with a pass for Robert Browning. Here he is in the paint. He'll shot Tal Thompson. Great block.
Great rejection.
Loose ball. Grantham pushed by Jason Miller. Corey Grantham will go to the free throw line.
Tal Thompson was the biggest player of the night for the Bulldogs with that block shot.
Is he a player or what? Tal Thompson.
He gets it done when it counts. Here's the guy who got hurt earlier tonight. We weren't sure if we'd see him again. Comes right back in and plays a fine ball game for the Bulldogs.
Corey Grantham with a chance to make up for that turnover that he just had on the other end as he will go to the line tonight. He's 4 for 6. There is J.R. Holiday, who fouled out of the game with 1 minute to go in the third quarter. That has hurt Hedgesville. Although they went on a run when he went out, so who knows? They could use him right now. Grantham sinks it.
You know, we talked about the inexperience of the Bulldogs. These are the kind of games they need to win to find out who their leaders are and to get some experience.
Grantham, 14 points tonight. He's come up big for the Bulldogs. Rockwell wants a 3. Oh, yes!
Jason Rockwell lights it up. His first 3-pointer of the night, and it's a 3-point game.
Grantham is in trouble, and we have a travel violation on Corey Grantham. 60-57. Hedgesville can tie it with a 3.
It's rocket here at the rack, folks. 3-point game with 2:17 left, and it's anybody's ball game at this point.
You're crazy if you go anywhere. 2:15 left. This is Rockwell, who just hit his second 3-pointer of the game. Shot up by Browning, no good. Look who's there, Brett Fry. And we have a traveling on Fry.
That's unbelievable, Jamie. I cannot believe they didn't call a foul on that.
Hedgesville does not like the call. A big trip down the floor for the Bulldogs. 2 minutes left, 60-57. They lead by 3. This is Green, nearly loses the ball to Rockwell. Good job maintaining control. Look who's alone, Antonio Adams. A big play for Adams.
Big bucket for the Bulldogs. It puts them up by 5.
Rockwell trying to do things inside. He has fouled.
Blocking foul there on Green. Good call by the ref. But Rockwell maybe trying to do a little too much on his own, Jamie.
Adams has 16. That layup was his biggest 2. He had a nice pump fake to lay it in. The lead is 5 with 1:45 left. Rockwell must hit these free throws.
Gutsy performance by Jason Rockwell, though. You can't criticize this kid's heart or effort playing with 4 fouls and getting it done here in the fourth quarter. Great rebound by Fry.
Rockwell 6 for 9 from the line. Adams tries to right the rebound. Taken by Browning and puts it in!
How about Robert Browning getting it done?
A nice spinning shot. Adams is alone underneath. Another pair for Adams. 64-59, Martinsburg. Rockwell. Fry for 3. No good. Rebound Browning. He's playing great. Grantham with a steal. How about
Big
the
steal
senior?
by Grantham. Martinsburg's got to slow it down here, Jamie.
They don't need a foul yet. It's not desperation, but they are down by 5. Rockwell steals it. Up ahead of Browning. 2-on-1. Browning will pull up for 4 feet. Missed the shot. Get his own rebound. Tips it in. Green with a rebound. Out of bounds off Martinsburg.
Two teams that absolutely want to win a basketball game. The two teams that are going about it perhaps the wrong way. Martinsburg on their end. Impatient. They got to work it around their forcing things. And now Hedgesville, 2-on-1 break, and they can't find the open man.
Listen to the rock. The crowd is going crazy. A good crowd on hand for Hedgesville. You have to give them credit. They really hung in the ball game.
This is what it's all about, Jamie. High school basketball on a Friday night. Just a terrific showing by both of these ball clubs. Maybe not the best outing of the year in terms of actual playing on the court, but tremendous hustle.
Fans that may just be tuning in, you missed a great ball game. 64-59, but you're lucky to catch the last 51 seconds.
Hedgesville was down by 13 points here in the fourth quarter, and somehow, I don't know how, they managed to come back.
They came back with hustle and aggressiveness. I'm Jamie Staten alongside Kevin Nathan. This is the Shenandoah Federal Shootout on Fox 60 WYVN. Your sports leader, Brad Fry. To Jason Rockwell. Miller wants it. He'll take a 3. Short. Antonio Adams has come up big for Martinsburg. Big rebound. Look at Grantham. Foul by Rockwell. He is out of the ball game.
Rockwell saying he was going for the ball, but that's number 5, and he's going to have to sit down. Great effort by Jason Rockwell. Didn't put up the kind of numbers he put up in the first 2 outings of the year when he had 49 points, averaged 24 a game, but a gutsy performance by Jason Rockwell. He kept him in it late this game.
He has 14 points, but he will join J.R. Holiday on the bench. Corey Grantham going to the free throw line with some big free throws right here. He's got 2. And he makes the first one. It is a 65-59 lead. Martinsburg will apparently cruise to the win. 36 seconds left. Grantham misses the second one.
Not over, Jamie. It's a 6-point ball game. 36 seconds left. Hedgesville's got to get the ball back for a couple of 3-pointers, and anything can happen.
Green will inbounds. And what happened here, Kevin? The referee was evidently not ready to have play started, or a timeout was called.
I'm not even sure the official knows what's going on.
Technical foul. Somebody got a technical foul, and it's going to go against Hedgesville. Robert Browning called for the tee.
That's costly, Jamie. Kip Chalice can convert here. This really, really hurts the Eagles. This game was not over.
Chalice has gone to the line 4 times tonight. He has sank all 4 free throws. Games are won and lost at the free throw line, and Martinsburg has been getting the job done from the charity stripe. Chalice will have 2. 65-59 Martinsburg. 66-59. Somebody threw a penny out onto the floor, so the referee gets a good payday out of this one.
question about that.
And Chalice misses the second end, but he was 5 for 6 from the line tonight. So he had a good game.
It'll be Martinsburg ball again.
Marion Green to inbound once again. He gets it to Chalice. 35 seconds left in this Shenandoah Federal Shootout game. Antonio Adams, hello!
It's going to do it. 25 seconds left, but it's pretty much over right now.
Chalice steals the ball. 19 seconds to go. He loses it, and he's in trouble. Brad Fry with it, and the foul against Chalice.
Unbelievable hustle from Kip Chalice. He's got to be exhausted. Diving around the floor for the loose ball.
Good job by Chalice to commit the foul, make Martinsburg earn it at the line. But there's only 13 seconds left, and the Bulldogs lead 68-59. I don't know about you, but I can't wait for tomorrow night.
Should be a great game. Martinsburg and Jefferson, a lot of running and gunning. Bootsy Washington, Antonio Adams, Tal Thompson should be a dandy.
Brad Fry now 5 for 5 from the line. He'll have one more, 68-60. He misses on purpose. Tip no good by Brian Kilmer. Martinsburg's ball with 11 seconds to go.
68-60. Of course, the Eagles will play for the steal here, but it's going to be real tough. Final 18 seconds.
Adams has it, and he's fouled right away by Fry. That should be 4 on Fry. Still 11 seconds on the clock, so that took absolutely no time. I don't know how that was.
3 3-pointers are going to be a tough task for the Eagles in 11 seconds.
As good as Antonio Adams has played inside, he's yet to go to the free throw line, but he'll get a chance right now.
He and Marion Green really pounded the boards hard inside tonight, along with Tal Thompson.
Adams has 21 points.
And that, along with the ineffectiveness of the Eagles from outside, has really been the difference in the ballgame.
Looking to put Martinsburg up by 10, and he does. No, he doesn't. It rolls out 69-60. Spoke too soon. This is Wood for Hedgesville. Lofts a long one off the glass. It's good.
Game, but that's going to do it.
69-63 as time runs out. Martinsburg wins this game 69-63. What a game, Kevin.
Tremendous game, Jamie. Again, I'm not sure the best played game we're going to see all year on Fox 60. I think maybe you'll see a little different action tomorrow night. But the enthusiasm of both of these teams, great crowd on hand, and we saw some exciting basketball.
Yes, we did. Don't go away. We'll be back to wrap this one up. Your final score, 69-63, Martinsburg over Hedgesville.